So I'm in the Uruguayan capital of Montevideo, and today I'm joining a tour of the old city. This is Independence Square, at the presidential offices, it looks like, over there. And over here, a building that actually looks very similar to one in Buenos Aires, because it's apparently a replica of the Barolo Palace that I went through in Buenos Aires. Memorial to Articus, the father of Archie. Memorial of Articus, the father.
And it's like the Uruguayan Hollywood. You look to the floor.
So this is Sexual Diversity Square in the central part of Montevideo. A mural representing local dance campero. Oldest square in Montevideo, and the city hall across there. And the Cathedral of Montevideo here on this side. So I'm just having lunch here in Ceballos Square. Ceballos was the general who kind of helped create the city that is Montevideo, and he's made famous in this monument in this park. The area around Ceballos Park used to be a ritzier area back when the city was founded. You still have some of the older buildings from the late 19th century, kind of built in more of a French style, including a Scotiabank over there. So I'm just at the City Museum in Montevideo. There's a statue of Articus, who was the general that freed Montevideo and the country as a whole from the Portuguese. And he's a famous person here. So for my third day in Montevideo, I decided to come and check out Estadio Centenario, which is the national soccer stadium. There is a soccer museum here that I'm hoping I can get to. It does look like they're setting up for a concert, so I may be somewhat limited. So just the plaque on the front of the stadium here. Long tower that kind of goes up, makes it somewhat iconic. So as part of the tour of the football museum, you can come up on the tower. The stadium is actually closed today because they're preparing for a concert, but you can get some views of the stadium up here. See, they're preparing the stage. A view of the stadium there in the park, the ocean in behind it. Just like point out this way, the rise on the horizon there is the hill that, or the mountain that is in the name of Montevideo. Just about the views of the Musée of the Memorial, which is basically about the generals that took over and the troubles that came for citizens during that repressive time. But it has this nice park out front that I've stopped to eat in, and now I'll head in to see the small museum they have. The Museum of Memory was here in this old building that was sort of fixed up inside for the museum purposes. The gardens have a bunch of art kind of around them, and another display outdoors here that I'm going to take a look at. So I'm just stopping by the Parliament building here in Montevideo. This is the Uruguayan Parliament, and I'm going to see if I can do a tour. They say they sometimes happen at 3 o'clock and sometimes not, but it is quite a nice looking building with very interesting looking marble on it.
It's really beautiful. The room, the ceiling is 90% gold.
Main hall of the Parliament. On my last day in Montevideo, I'm just doing some wandering while I wait for my flight at the end of the day. So I decided to come by the Central Cemetery. It's got some fairly elaborate kind of tombstones in that, and it also has a memorial kind of thing for Uruguay as well.
They're big, some incredible sculptures here, sort of family plots that seem to have been from the mid-19th century all the way to a few more modern tombs sort of added in there. Just walking back to the first section, there's a large sepulcher at the front there that recognizes one of the generals that fought for Uruguayan independence. Just finished visiting the Museum of Fine Arts here in Montevideo. It's sort of an old home that was one of the more wealthy people that has a lot of art and set up in the way that it would have been back in the early part of the 20th century. Right, one of the main squares here, Liberty Square for Montevideo, and the statue of Artigas there, who's a national hero that was the leader that sort of freed this part of the world from the Spanish rule in the early 19th century.